So this Thursday, it is okay to fail. It is International Day for Failure, and that's a time when people are encouraged to share and celebrate their failures. Ideally, we've learned from them. Joining us this morning to talk about why it's okay to fail is the author of the book, A Love Affair with Failure, when hitting bottom becomes a launch pad to success. Olakunle Sorian, the writer, is the author, joining us this morning. Olakunle, good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you? It's nice to talk to you today.
Yeah, you as well. You as well. So let's start off right off the bat. I mean, why do you think people are so afraid to fail?
Well, it's understandable. The impact of negativity is obvious. People just don't want to be on the left side of life. People don't want pain, disappointment, and shame and embarrassment is thoroughly understandable, except that it is unavoidable. But that's it. People just want to live a type of life that is impressive to their observers, and they will do anything to avoid whatever it is that is different from that.
How have we managed to put failure in such a box over the years and all the negativity that comes with it?
So the idea really is that people just forget that, it is impossible not to experience failure, even on your best day, right? Because failure is a constant. The truth is the human condition itself cannot contain perfect behavior, no matter who you are. So there must be a different type of content within you that allows you to understand that failure is not a destination and it's not an end. As a matter of fact, I don't think failure is actually possible because it kind of tries to suggest an end in itself. Failing is more like it because failure is a noun and nouns can be oppressive. Failing is continuous, so we will continue to fail. I've failed, I'm failing, I will keep failing. The idea is no matter how hard you try, you will try to avoid failure and most likely you will fail. You see, but it's never the end and you can always press beyond that, right? That is what we need to scale. Everyone who is afraid of failing has failed, regardless of the weight of their fear. So if failure is sure, what kind of persons ought we to be? How do we think? How should we interpret our reality? I think that's what we need to scale.
Now, what made you write this book about failure?
Well, as an entrepreneur, traveled around the world and doing so many mentoring across the world and taking adventurous steps myself. I've failed all my life, right? I've spent 12 years in the university studying a 4-year course. I've lost, millions in business, myself and my co-author. Between us, we've had history and a bunch of history of failure. And every time I look at my life and the life of, a lot of people out there, from Oprah Winfrey to Walt Disney, to Mark Cuban, and so many great people that we see out there and we admire. There's no way of articulating their success without noting the history of failure that also trailed them and that trailed my own journey as well. I feel it's important for us to begin to document those kind of experiences that let people know that frailties are constant, failure is a constant, and that true victory is not by avoiding negativities, but thriving in spite of them. So creating a cause for yourself that is powerful and meaningful, but doing that in spite of your experiences of failure, that is what is practical and that is what is human. So I thought it's important that we begin to document that for a lot of young people, particularly, in a lot of so-called third world environments, to begin to draw inspiration and strength from. And that is the inspiration for doing the book.
That's great. Well, and we will point people to the book. We're out of time, but it's called A Love Affair with Failure, when hitting bottom becomes a launch pad to success. Author Olakunle Sorian. Thanks so much for your time, sir. We really appreciate the conversation.
Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the day.
You as well. And again, that book available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other bookstores. We'll be right back.